friends. Welcome, welcome. Hey guys, how are y'all doing tonight? I hope y'all are doing well. Sorry for the little delay here. Kind of took me a few extra minutes to get things going tonight. Had a pretty busy day, but man, I'm so happy you guys are here to join with me. I'd love for you to introduce yourself in the chat forum. Let me know who you are, where you're from, and whether you have a handyman business or not. And yeah, even if I met you before, I'd love for you to kind of chime in. That way other people can kind of see each other and get to know each other. I would definitely love to hear a little bit about you and where you're from, and also what you've been up to, man. You've been having some fun work, you've been making some good money, or, you know, what's life been like? I'd love to hear it. So welcome everybody. I hope it's not too laggy tonight. For some reason the computer's been running really slow tonight. I don't know exactly what's going on, but hopefully it's nothing too crazy, you know. We did install that Cat 5 a little while ago. So again, welcome. Let me know, introduce yourself in the chat forum. I would love to get to know you, and then also so other people can see kind of who you are, where you're from, whether you have a handyman business or not. I would definitely love to hear it. But thank you all so much for tuning in. And yeah, just as people will just introduce themselves here, we'll get going here in a few seconds here. But yeah, man, I've had a pretty busy week so far. I'm kind of exhausted. Like, I don't know about you guys, but man, I'm just like, it's been rough. So, and just to get things started here this morning, don't forget to like this video if you haven't liked this video yet. Liking this video really helps this video get seen by many people, and that really helps the channel out. So I would really appreciate if you liked this video. So we got Argard from North Carolina. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. We got Mr. Razification William from Louisville, Kentucky. Welcome, welcome. Hey, how do you, is it Louisville or Louisville, or I've heard another one too. Like, how do you say that? And I don't know. Writing it won't really help me, but I don't know. I have to say Louisville, or I don't know. But welcome, man. We got Serge Sherry here. What is up, man? How's it going? Hey, Serge, I was totally waiting for you to comment on my video from this morning and be like, hey, dude, that concrete sucks. Just because I just made a joke in that video that I'm like, one guy will say that. And so I'm like, Serge will be the guy to joke for that and say that. I don't know, I was just saying that. That'd be really funny. We got Michael Ambler from Oregon. Welcome, Michael. Good to see you here, man. We have Ryan from Charlotte, North Carolina. Hey, Ryan, were you affected by the hurricane that went through there? I talked to another guy yesterday. He was from Greensboro, North Carolina. Did that mess with where you're at in Charlotte? I know that there was some crazy flooding and stuff going on in North Carolina. But, yeah, are you okay from that? I mean, is your family okay? House okay? Everything good, or what? So we got Mike. He cuts grass every day, but he says he started offering handyman jobs in Dallas. Dude, that's so exciting, man. That is so cool that you've been starting to offer some handyman jobs. That's great. Michael Ambler says, Serge, thanks for joining tonight. Like the post. Yeah, Serge. You keep us all entertained, man, in the Facebook group. Loving it, bro. Loving it. We got David from Arkansas. Welcome, man. Yeah, it's hot. 94 degrees here today, and I cut 10 yards. Oh, man. That's working it, bro. Well, glad to have you here, man. Let's see here. So yeah, I mean, yeah, is anyone from did anyone get affected by that hurricane that just went through, man? I would love to hear it. I know, man, my thoughts and prayers are out for you guys. So Monkey Went Banana says, what's happening, Lee? Thanks for the handyman inspiration. Dude, you're welcome, man. Serge says, oh my god, I actually wanted to comment that, but didn't want to be the guy who always made a joke. But Serge, you are the guy who makes the joke, man. If anyone, when I filmed that, I had you in mind, Serge. I'm like, Serge is gonna be the guy. Awesome, bro. Awesome. Um, okay, you never worked with concrete, so he can't comment. Well, man, it was funny. I was thinking of you. That's really funny. Um, really kind of went around me. Okay, so Ryan said that the hurricane didn't really affect him. Kind of flooding went around flooding south and east of him. Well, that's good, man. We got Sean from Raleigh, North Carolina. Hey, Sean, did the hurricane affect you? I mean, I don't know exactly where the hurricane affected, but we got a few people from North Carolina. So, yeah, man, there's a lot of people from North Carolina here. I hope everyone is all right from the hurricane that just went through. That's kind of a crazy deal. So, oh, man, Argard said 18 inches of water in his house. Holy cow, dude. So, is the water gone down now? Like, what's it look like now for you, Argard? Dude, that's freaking crazy, man. That's scary stuff. So, WF Drum says, finish the ladies' 2-week-long project. I'm going on vacation to Colorado in a couple weeks. I'm excited. Man, you've been working on that thing forever, dude. I'm excited that you finished it. Got her all done. That's great. So, what happened to the lady that wanted you to fix the other guy's work? Did you do it or tell her to F off? So, yeah, in a few vlogs ago, if you guys haven't checked out my new series vlog that I started, I've been having a lot of fun with it. It's been great. Really cool. But so a few videos ago, I had this lady who called me, and well, we set up an estimate. I gave her an estimate to repair her or build a gate for her, and then she called me up a few days before the job because she had accepted the estimate. We set a schedule for the day to get it done. She called me up. She said, "Hey, I found some other guy that's doing it way cheaper. I don't need you anymore." So I'm like, okay. And then she called me like the next day, and she's like, "Hey, I just had that guy come. I didn't like the work he did. I want you to come and do the work." Well, so she sent me pictures of the work that he did, and it looked fine. He did a good job. I guess he was a lot cheaper, but it wasn't up to her standards. So anyways, so then I told her, and then I called her back, and then I'm like, okay, so what do you want to do? You want to set something up? She says, well, actually, the guy called me back again and said he wants to honor his work, come back, repair it, and do it the way that she wants, which is great. That's what he should do. And so I'm like, okay, great. You know, if you need my help, give me a call. And then she called me 2 days after that and said, hey, Alan, the guy has never showed up. He's not returning my calls, this and that. I left her a voicemail, and I haven't heard back from her. That was like a week ago. So I don't know what's going on with that, you know, but kind of weird situation. So let's see here. So that's what's going on there. Yeah, man, our guard, our thoughts, our prayers are with you, dude. That sucks, man. That you had 18 inches of water in there. Hey, Chris Randall's here. Let's see here. One guy says, we were very lucky, just lost power for 5 hours. Dude, that's great that you didn't have any flooding in your house, man. Yorktown, Virginia, was in mandatory evacuation zone and nothing happened. Well, I'm glad nothing happened. That's great, man. There's some crazy stuff. Let's see here. I live in a new... Burn real bad? Sorry, I don't get what that's saying, Argard. So, Homeless Skateboards says... Dude, I like your name. Homeless Skateboards. How do you advertise? Hey, Michael. Welcome, man. Glad to have you here. Welcome, Michael. Waiting for my buddy to come over and put graphics and company decals on my trucks. Heck yeah, I can't wait to advertise. Dude, yeah. So advertising is so important, and I actually got something that I talked about many months ago, which is this marketing funnel. I really feel like this is the key to my marketing, and I wanted to kind of touch bases on it again. I know I did a whole video on that a few months ago, but I really feel like this marketing funnel is what's up when you are looking into marketing. Is when you're marketing, you got to be everywhere that your client is, and by everywhere I mean everywhere. So you got to set up a Nextdoor account, Instagram account, Craigslist if that's what it takes, Google, Facebook, Yelp. There's so many ways to get your name out there. But the marketing funnel piece about it is everything has to point to your website. if you don't have a website, you're really missing out on online real estate. Like, that's where it's at. So marketing, that's how I market. I market through all of these different platforms, but point everything to my website. And you can get a website done, a professional handyman website done at handymanwebdesign.com. I would highly recommend that. I know a few guys in this handyman journey have checked out Jason Call over at Handyman Web Design. We worked very close with each other and determined exactly the things that needed to be in a website for a handyman, and that's exactly what he offers. So I would check that out at handymanwebdesign.com. If you don't have a website, that is something that you really need to get really quickly. So let's see here. Okay. Oh, so he moved to New Bern. Is that right? I live in New Bern. Okay. Okay, so I'm understanding what you guys are saying now. From North Carolina. New Bern, North Carolina. Bubble wrap your truck. Advertising does work. Yeah, for sure. Advertising is what's up. How diverse do you get with your work? Is there anything you refuse to do? I'm a handyman in Michigan. Hey, Christopher, great question. That's exciting that you're in Michigan. So, for me, I don't like painting. Painting is not my forte, so painting is something that I do not do and I don't really offer. Let's see. Beautiful town. All gone. Next door works awesome too, for sure. Hey, Argard, is there anything that we could do for you? Like, is there anything that you need, like, help-wise to get your house going? I mean, we could fundraise money if that's what you need, dude. Like, we can get it going. I'm sure people here would be happy to chip in to help you out, fix your house. I don't know, is there damage, Argard? Like, I would love to hear it, and I know that we would probably be willing to chip in some money. But sorry to hear about, you know, that flooding happening in your house, man. But if there's anything that we can do as a handyman journey, you know, deal, let us know. Like, email me personally at handymanjourney@gmail.com. I would love to chat with you, see if there's anything that we could put together. I know we could raise some money for you. Let me know, dude. So we got Josh Perfect Pro says, yo, man, what's up? How's it going? Pete the Handyman says, no painting. You know it, Pete. Pete the Handyman's the one to go to for painting, not honestly. I'm not. Actually, so my next vlog, the vlog that's coming out Friday, so I just posted a vlog today. The vlog that's coming out this Friday is a painting vlog. I'm doing some painting, but I'm painting with my stepdad. So, pretty cool. I had some fun with that. I don't typically do painting, but, you know, for my stepdad and my mom, it was like, yeah, I'll do that for sure. We got Jay Seal in the house. What's up, man? Welcome, welcome. Michael Meadows says, what percentage of your jobs come from that website versus phone calls? I would say a lot of my work comes from the website. Honestly, like, so phone calls, man, so my phone calls too. I have a voicemail that says, thank you for calling honestly. I'm currently booked out for 4 weeks. If this time frame works for you, please fill out a free work request form at my website. So everything I do is pointing towards my website. So really, my phone calls, like, I tell them straight up in my voicemail that I'm booked out pretty far, and if that works for them, to fill out a work request form. So I would say the majority of my work comes from my website. So that is where it's at. That's what's most important. I feel like if without my website, I would be answering emails, I'd be taking phone calls, I would be, you know, answering Facebook messages, Instagram messages all day long. But having a website makes a place where it is capturing emails for me all day long, even when I'm on vacation. So people are submitting work request forms even when I'm not sitting right here by my computer. So that's the one thing that I love about it, is I'm working all day, but that's capturing emails for me to respond to later in the day or what have you, whenever I can get to it. So let's see here. Argard says, no thank you, I'm dealing with insurance, still no power, but we will get through it. Hey Argard, that sucks, man. I'm glad that you're dealing with insurance, but seriously, if there's anything that I or the Handyman Journey community can do for you, please let us know. We will be praying for you and your family, man. That sucks. But email me at handymanjourney@gmail.com. I would love to talk with you and just, hear a little bit about your story, and if there's anything that we could do for you, yeah, don't be afraid to ask, because we definitely would love to help. So WF Drum says, that's cool, less painting tools to clutter the trailer. Yeah, that's the thing about painting too, is like, it takes a lot of tools, like, and, I don't want to invest in all that. I'm not into painting. I don't know, it's just never been my thing. Jay Steele says, does anyone ever send out thank you cards once job is completed? Yeah, man, I used to send out thank you cards. I want to send out thank you cards. It's like, in everything in my mind, like, wants to send out thank you cards. I just don't sit down and do it. I did when I first started my business, and it had great results. It brought a lot of reviews, a lot of repeat customers, but for some reason or another, I just haven't done it lately. I've been really busy, and I got a lot of excuses, but I need to just buckle up and do it, because really, the fortune is in the follow-up. Like, following up with people is where it's at. That's where you're making the most amount of your money. So Christopher says, I'm 4th generation painter. It makes me way too much money to turn down. It's usually super easy money. How can you not paint? I don't know, man. I just don't do it. Like, that's awesome that that's your thing. That's great. Eric says, hey all, and honestly, welcome, Eric. Glad to have you here, bro. Homeless Skateboard says, what's your monthly advertising budget? So currently, I do not pay for any advertising. I paid $300 per month for Yelp when I first started out. Right now, everything is running smoothly. I got reviews like crazy, and it's just everything's just sailing like it should. So advertising takes a lot of money up front, and then obviously, if you have a website, that's going to require some money. If you do have like a web developer, like Jason Call at handymanwebdesign.com. So that's definitely something that's going to go into your advertising budget as well. So Josh Perfect Pro says he agrees. A lot of work from his website. Yeah, man, my website's been killing. Michael Ambler says Facebook page has a current issue. We are on a fixed income. I commented that I'm on a fixed income too. I have resources locally for low income. Yeah, so that's true. We are talking about that in the Facebook group, that someone was saying, how do you respond to someone who says they have a fixed income? I commented on that. Let's see. Hey, Joshua, welcome, man. T-Rad, take the cake. Whole house remodel. My best advertisement is my truck wrap. Have you tried Yelp? Yeah, man, I use Yelp. When I first started out my business, I did pay $300 in Yelp a month. Michael Meadow says, that's a great way to think of it, man. I didn't even consider that. Yeah, websites are what's up, dude. So Josh Perfect Pro says, I make every customer that calls me over the phone fill out a contact form on my website. Weeds out people just looking for a price over the phone. Josh, you are spot on, bro. That's exactly what I do too. Is you got to nail down your ideal customer, and that is the number one way to do it. So what I mean by a marketing funnel, like if you picture a funnel being really big at the top and then getting smaller at the bottom. So when people contact you through Yelp or phone or whatever, you send them to your website. That makes the funnel get a little bit smaller. Then you email them back and say, hey, just to let you know, I'm booked out for 4 weeks. If that works for you, I'd love to set up an estimate. That makes the funnel even smaller. And then you go out and do the estimate, and then if they accept the estimate, then that is the people that you're going to be working with. It's a lot smaller than the big funnel that you first started with. But by doing that, you are working with less people, but you're working with the people that you want to work for. And really, that's going to bring more people, because you're not wasting your time on the people that you don't want to work with. So, and all the people that are just looking out there for the cheapest price and things like that. So that is so spot on. Hey, Justin Lucas is in the house. What's up, Justin? Dude, I met Justin when I was in Dallas, Texas, dude. It was great talking with you. He said, I finally made one. It's been a long time since I caught one live. Justin, excited to have you here, bro. That's great, man. I was talking to you a few days ago. Great to have you here, man. We got Amos says, hey, man. Oh, man, I just lost the comment. Hey, man, I'm a recent subscriber, and I have been blessed and encouraged by your channel. Amos, that's great, man. Thanks so much for the subscription. I appreciate it. I love everyone who watches these videos, and I just love having a voice. It's great, and if I could share a little bit about what has provided for my family and what's impacted me, and it would help you guys, that's super great, you know. So Michael Meadows, he says, yeah, great advice, Josh, for sure. Remus says, hi, Alan, working on recocking a bathroom while listening. Hey, that's awesome, bro. That is great. A little bit of multitasking. I like it. Jay Seal says he just received his thank you cards, going to give it a go. Yeah, man. Thank you cards are a great thing to do. I'm going to get back into it one of these days. I need to just sit down and do it, you know. We got T-Rad Take the Cake. He says he likes to paint. That's awesome, bro. Like, do what you love, you know. I personally don't really like painting, but some people love it. Thanks for the feedback. You the man. You the man, bro. Christopher says, are you BBB accredited? Better Business Bureau accredited. I am not, because they wanted a crap load of money, and I didn't want to pay them. Let's see. So, Duvor says, start sending those thank you cards. I'm going to ask you if you're doing it next time I see you at the DJC event. Hey, that's, man, what? Yuri. That's Yuri? Duvor is Yuri. Dude, that's awesome, bro. Yeah, man, ask me about that, and I will do it. I will do it. Are you going to be at the Atlanta event? Because I'm going to Atlanta, Georgia, and that'd be awesome, man. But, yeah, for sure, I'm going to start doing those thank you cards. Dude, that's so exciting that you're here, Yuri. That's great, bro. It was great meeting you in L.A., for sure. Joshua says, today I just became a vendor for a realtor company. Dude, that's exciting. Yeah, I got to weed out those tire kickers, for sure. Macho says, I just opened up my own handyman business. I watch your videos all the time. Dude, thanks, man. Thanks for watching the videos. I really appreciate that. That's great. Let's see here. Remus says, by the way, how can we send you stuff? I want to send you some dust masks. Can't stand to see you wear such dirty masks. Gotta protect yourself, brother. Dude, that's exciting, bro. I would appreciate it. My address, actually, my address is in the description of all the videos. All my videos that I post. I have my billing address in the videos. So check that out. It's in the description of this video right here. It's like 7405 Greenback Lane. But you can check it out. The address is down there. And that's not my personal address. That's my billing address for my business. So, yeah. Don't try and come to my house because you're not going to find it. But I would love to meet you. So, that's great. Hey, Darren R's in the house. What's up, man? That's great that you made it. Man, I am way behind on these comments. I'm really sorry about that. Was on the road when I got your notification. Hey, Darren, that's super exciting that you made it, man. That's great. And again, guys, if you haven't liked this video, please just go ahead and like this video real quick. It only takes like 2 seconds to do that. Less than 2 seconds, really. But liking this video really helps get this video seen by other people and just makes, you know, YouTube know that this video is educational and is worth its time. So I would appreciate that. We got Jay Seal. My wife is a realtor and sent thank you cards before, during, and after a transaction. She sends them to all vendors and other parties of the deal. That's so awesome. I think thank you cards are huge and very important. That I think if more people did them, I think we'd have a lot more work going around for sure. So that's very true. Scott says, what percentage of jobs that you bid, quote, do you actually get? I would say my closing ratio is somewhere around like 70%, maybe. I haven't really sat down and like looked into it big time, but I'd say it's somewhere around there. Hey, everybody, sign up for, let's see, with Sherwin-Williams. Okay. Man, I'm so far behind here. Who was the first ever handyman? I don't know who the first ever handyman was. Michael Embler says a carpenter. Yeah. Josh says that his closing ratio is somewhere around 33%. BBB is a scam. I would agree. I mean, they just wanted money. They didn't really have any other info for me, so I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. Yuri says, I'm not who you think, but planning to be in Atlanta. What? Who are you then? Who are you, man? If you've seen me at the DJC at Danny Johnson, I'd love to. Who are you, man? That's great, dude. But I'm planning to be in Atlanta, dude. Then I gotta meet you. I want to know who you are. Duvor, who are you, man? I'd love to meet you, dude. That's so funny that you're not Yuri. So I'm sorry for saying you were someone else, but I look forward to meeting you in Atlanta. That's great. Let's see, 25% closing ratio, Scott. Some of it is trial and error. You may be charging a little too much. Oh, thank God you aren't giving out your home address. Yeah, I'm not giving out my home address for sure. T-Rad says, what is your favorite tool? I would say my Milwaukee M18 impact driver. That thing's great, man. Hey, thanks for liking this video, by the way. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys liking this video. Thank you. Austin says, hey, Lee, question. At what point do you stop being a handyman and open a contracting business? I've begun the change, and we have had over $100,000 in quotes this week. We'll only sell a quarter of that, but still. Yeah, man, so here in California, there are requirements to become a contractor. You have to be in business for yourself for 4 years or work for a contractor for 4 years. So I'm working on that on my way to it. So that's definitely something that's in the way. Monkey with Bananas, Greenback Lane, woo! Lived in Citrus Heights and Roseville growing up. Dude, that's exciting. That's great. Macho says, I'm trying to get a trailer set up like a nice mobile workshop. I have a 6x12. Do you have a video of how to set yours up? Yeah, man. So I have a bunch of videos about my tool trailer and kind of the tool setup that I have. I have a playlist. Go to Honestly Handyman YouTube channel and go to my playlist, and you'll see a playlist called Handyman Toolbox, and that's where my tool trailer videos are. They're all in one area, so you can see them. That's super exciting, though. Gary Black is in South Carolina looking to start handyman work full-time in January 2019. Dude, that's exciting. I started up in January as well. That's a great time to start. The beginning of the year, new year, new business. Let's do it, dude. Yeah, Macho, that's a great... Chris Hayes has a good plan, is look up Ron Polk on YouTube. He's got amazing... Like, that's who I... And I think most people probably design their tool trailers after him. He is like the man when it comes to tool trailers. He's amazing. So Gary Black, what is in Atlanta? So Atlanta, Georgia, coming up in October, the middle of October, there is going to be a Danny Johnson conference. So that's the training that I go to for business and personal development. I go to Danny Johnson. You can check that out at DannyJohnson.com. The link for that is also in the description below of this video. But I go to those trainings. They really keep me up to date on, business, personal development, financial development, relationship development. It's been a life changer for me. So that's where I'm going in Atlanta. So that's what I've been talking about here. Chris Hayes says, I have the M18 fuel impact driver as well. Love that thing. Yeah, man, for sure. Michael says, would you be able to be a handyman without a pickup truck? I have a Corolla. I think a Corolla will make it a little challenging, but you could definitely do it for starters. I would do it in your Corolla, until you have enough money to get yourself a pickup truck. But, yeah, I'd just do it, man. You could do it, for sure. The hardest part will be carrying, like, long lumber and stuff like that, but you could definitely get it done. Christopher says, what's your stance on the cheap tools like Ryobi? I own a lot of Ryobi tools, and they haven't let me down. Yeah, Ryobi's a good tool brand. I just did a video where my Ryobi grinder gave out on me, but I put it through the ringer. You guys can check it out. I probably ran it way harder than it should ever be. But you guys can check out that video. That's the vlog I posted a few days ago. But man, this vlog series has been great. I also have, on my playlist section of the Honestly Handyman YouTube, there is a playlist called Handyman Vlog. You can see all my vlogs I've ever made. I think I'm up to like episode 12 now. So I got 12 vlogs, and they're super great. You can check them out. But Ryobi works, I haven't really used much of them. Like, especially their cordless stuff. I've never used any of their cordless stuff. I'd say so, but it would limit you. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I'm kind of getting behind on these comments here. I want to answer everyone, but it's like so many are coming in here. Hey, I got a thumbs down, guys. Like always, I get one thumbs down. if you left me a thumbs down, let me know what's up. Let me know why you gave me a thumbs down, what you don't like about me. I'd love to hear it. Because this is a free world, so I'd love to hear what you have to say. JH says, how do you get around legalities of electric work here in North Carolina? You can't even touch an outlet without being certified. So here in California, you can work in any trade that you want, including electrical and plumbing, as long as you don't go over $500 per project as a handyman. So that's the laws here, so I can work on electrical here as long as it doesn't go over $500. Let's see here. Josh Perfect Pro says, Michael, get a used conversion van. Can get a decent one for probably $3,000 to $5,000. Yeah, that's a good point. Adrian says, same here, starting up in January 2019. That's exciting, bro. That is so cool. Do you have a license? I lived in Susanville, California for 30 years, moved to Florida a year ago. Cali sucks. I do have a general business license. That's what you need to operate as a handyman here in California. Chris Hayes says, Ron Polk is a visionary guy in regards to tool trailers and workbenches. Dude, so true. I mean, he invented that, what is it called? The total tool station or whatever you call it, but it's pretty sweet. He's really designed some awesome stuff. Let's see here. What's the name of your business? The name of my business is Honest Lee Handyman Services. So Honest Lee, because my last name is Lee, Handyman Services. That's the name of my business. Josh Perfect says, watch some videos of Sean Van Dyke. Great business strategies with the trades. That's great, man. I'll check him out. Sean Van Dyke. I like it. I absolutely love your tool trailer videos. Ron Polk has the right idea, but his system isn't right for me as a handyman. Yeah, Christopher, that's so true. And that's really what I was struggling with when I created my tool trailer. Is I didn't want to have my tool trailer wasn't big enough for one thing to have stuff that I could operate inside of it, or I didn't have a lot of those big tools. I had like a lot of handyman tools. He has a lot of like woodworking tools, but I have like handyman tools, which is like everything. So I had to like figure out a system to make everything fit in there and how that would work. So that was kind of cool. You know, that was fun to do it. So I appreciate that, man. Filmland Studio says, hello, what's up, man? Homeless Skateboard says, have you used AngieList? What do you think about their services? I have not used AngieList. I know a lot of people who have used AngieList, but I haven't tried them, so I don't really have anything to... Film Studio says, can we collab? Hey, yeah, man. Filmland Studios, I would love to collab. Send me an email, filmlandstudios at handymanjourney@gmail.com. I would definitely love to talk about a video collab or something like that. Yeah, send me an email. Again, that email is handymanjourney@gmail.com. I'd love to chat with you. Josh Perfect Pro says, everyday use of Ryobi won't hold up. That is strictly for the DIYer. Save and get a better platform, for sure. I know a guy who had a Grand Am for a year with one of those fold-up ladders in the back. That'll work, man. I have had a fair number of Ryobi tools in the past, and I would say that they are pretty much just homeowner's quality, nothing that would take a ton of abuse like daily hard work. Yeah, man, I mean, my grinder didn't take hard abuse at all. Macho says, thank you guys, I really appreciate the help. It's kind of nerve-wracking opening up this business, LOL, but I feel super ready and motivated. Yeah, dude, it's super nerve-wracking, but you could do it, man. Especially with this community, like, you could kill it. You could crush it, bro. That's exciting. Liberty Sign says, hey, honestly, handyman in Central Florida, just starting out, inspired by your videos. Thanks so much. Dude, that's exciting, Liberty Signs. That's great that you are starting up a handyman business in Central Florida. That's super great, and I'm honored to be able to inspire you. That's super great. So thanks for tuning in, and thanks for your awesome comment. I really appreciate it. Have you ever put up a roof, and or would you attempt to do an entire roof by yourself? So here in California, I cannot do a roof as a handyman. It's more than I can legally do as a handyman in California. But I've roofed houses and shops at the places I used to work at, you know, like their buildings. I plan on putting my own you know, re-roofing my own house here, probably with some help with some friends. But that's definitely something that I would do for sure. Jay Seal says, never look back, focus on going forward, pay attention to details, and be friendly. So true, man. That's great words of advice. Anthony Rodriguez says, Underdog Handyman of Atlanta checking in. Love your videos. Anthony, I want to meet up with you, dude. I'm going to be in Atlanta, Georgia, in the middle of October. I'd love to meet with you. I'm going to be having a meetup, so be checking that out. That's great. I love that Underdog. We got, what's up, Lee? How's it going, man? T-Rad, yes. Do you do punch lists? Yes, I do punch lists. That's like the only work that I do. Honeydew punch list work. All my vlogs are kind of like punch list videos, so you can definitely check that out. Liberty Signs, Macho is also from Central Florida. Just got my license and certifications. That's awesome. So how are you liking your new brick cutter? Meaning the Milwaukee grinder. I love it, man. I just bought a bunch of DeWalt tough cases just to keep things organized. That's a great way to do it. Serge says, Alan, I forgot. Do you keep your miter saw in your trailer? How do you manage to cut long pieces from inside the trailer? Hey, great question, Serge. I keep it inside the trailer, but it's just for storage. I don't cut anything inside the trailer at all. I always bring it outside of the trailer, set it up on my workbench, and then cut it out there. But that's how I do that. Chris Randall says, Alan, when you do a job, do you take 24% and put it aside for taxes, or just settle it all at tax time? So, Chris, that's a great question. What I do is, so all the money that I make in my business goes into a business account. So all that money is held into that business account for taxes as well. So I don't really set anything aside. I just keep a surplus of money in that business account to pay for taxes when that comes. So if that answers your question. So Anthony Rodriguez, I look forward to meeting with you as well. Send me an email at handymanjourney@gmail.com. I want to, get connected so we can meet up in Atlanta. That'd be great, man. I love meeting new people. So Richard says, recommendation on tools. I would say Milwaukee. I love Milwaukee. Jay Seals, Alan, why did you not seal the dog door on the outside? Does it have an internal seal? I sealed it. Jay Seal says, Alan, why did you not seal the dog door on the outside? I did seal it. I caulked it in, and so that's what I did on that. He's referring to a vlog I posted a few days ago about I installed a doggy door on the outside of a house. Let's see here. What do you feel is the best promotion for starting a business? I would say social media for sure. Facebook and post videos and pictures about your business and have your friends and your family share those videos and your posts on Facebook, because that'll get your reach from just your friends to their friends. Another way that you could set up a free Yelp account, a free Google account, Nextdoor, Instagram, Facebook, everything like that. I think is huge for that. Hey, Jerry, what's up, man? Glad to have you here. Jerry Yanez is in the house. Also, I'm kind of surprised you didn't buy a battery-operated one. Yeah, some stuff I like corded. I liked, for, like big drills or big angle grinders, I like corded stuff. I like to have the power of a cord. So that's what that means. So he says, what does a punch list mean? A punch list is just like a punch list of items. So, like, I need you to install this ceiling fan, this kitchen faucet, rebuild this gate. That's a punch list, kind of, if that makes sense. Yeah, Jerry, you finally made it, man. Welcome, welcome. Liberty Sign says, Macho, right on. Maybe we'll cross paths. Haven't got liquor license or search yet. Just small job so far. Awesome, bro. Logan Early says, do you think that dog will fit through that door once it's grown? Dude, that's a great question. And I asked the homeowner that. I'm like, are you sure this dog is going to fit through this? Because that dog's going to get huge. And apparently, the dude's parents have a dog the same breed as this one, and it's full grown, and they have the exact same doggy door at their house. So they assume that it'll fit perfectly. But it doesn't look like, looking at the dog's already the size of the doggy door, and it's going to get bigger. So I don't know. But maybe in a few years they'll have me put a bigger one in. I don't really know. But it's pretty funny. Chris Randall says, Alan, do you do separate invoices to keep the total under 500 or just label each job price on one invoice? CA laws suck. Yeah, I would agree, man. Yeah, so what I do is, my estimates say this estimate may be made up of more than one project, and each line item is no more than $500. So a project may be a line or maybe multiple lines depending on the needs of that project, but the project itself is not going to total more than $500 detailed on the estimate and invoice. So I don't send multiple invoices. I send one invoice. So, for instance, one invoice can total to $2,000, but it's going to have different projects on that invoice, if that makes sense. So Serge says, what is the length of your extension ladder? That's a good question. I don't really know. I think it's 24 feet. I'm not sure, though. That sounds about right. I don't know. I didn't pay attention when I bought it, and I just use it. You know what I mean? Logan says, ha, ha. That's what I was thinking. Thanks for the answer. Yeah, man, we'll see if that dog fits. I don't really know. We got Brian Tompkins. Teacher, just started my handyman business. Thanks for all your help. Dude, that's exciting, bro, that you are just transitioning to this handyman business. That's great, man. And yeah, man, you're welcome. You're more than welcome. I appreciate you tuning in and that I could help you out. Rima says, hey, Alan, we still need to meet. I'm from Sacramento as well. Have been looking out for you at Home Depot. Yeah, man, for sure. What Home Depot do you go to, Remus? I go to the one over on Antelope Road. That's sort of near my house. But, yeah, man, I'd love to meet up for sure. It's funny. There's, when I'm at Home Depot, there's, people that they look at me and they, stare at me the whole way through. I'm like, do they recognize me? And I want to, go up to them and be like, hey, how's it going? But I don't want to, I feel weird because, they're staring at me. I don't know who they are. But if you recognize me, yeah, come say hi. I'd love to meet you for sure. But it's pretty funny. Yesterday, or a few days ago, I was at McDonald's and I ordered, and so I walked up to place my order, and there was a guy standing in line over there waiting for his food, and he was just staring at me the whole time, and so I gave the lady my cash, and I looked back, and he was, and we were looking at each other. It was really awkward. And then I went and I got my cup and I went and filled it up, and I looked back again, and he was looking at me, and then I was waiting for my food, and then I looked at him, he was looking at me, and I'm like, it was so, he had a concrete shirt on, so I'm sure he probably recognized you from these videos, but maybe he was too scared to say hi. But I would love to meet you guys in person. If you guys see me out there, just say, hey, what's up, Alan? I was at a conference one time, and one guy just came up to me and said, hey, honestly, how's it going? It's like, wow, that's so crazy that people recognize you. It's really funny. Let's see here. So Jerry Yennis says, is there any handyman from Salinas in the house? WF Drum says, how long are you planning on being a handyman until you retire? So, I don't agree with traditional retirement. I agree with having what's the best way to say this? Having a wealthy lifestyle. So being able to support yourself and not rely on the government to support you when you're 65. That's at least what I'm aiming for. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to keep on keeping on. I don't really know what the time frame looks like. We'll see what God has planned. Michael Meadow says, is there any Ohio handyman here? If you are an Ohio handyman, speak up. Christopher says, do you ever require a deposit ahead of doing work? Great business owner. I know. Charges 10% to book, 40% half total to start, and remaining balance at end. Yeah, if I did big jobs, Christopher, I would definitely charge before I started the job. But I don't do very big jobs, so I don't really need money down. Justin Lucas says, how do you phrase your rejected jobs? For instance, you do punch lists, which is ideal for me, as well, but lately all I'm getting asked for is large tile renovation projects. I hate letting people down. Yeah, Justin, that's so true. And it's really, you got to track down your ideal customer, where they live, where they talk, what kind of social media they're on, what they're like, where they work, just find out, like, all these things about your ideal customer and track them down, like, be where they are. So for instance, right, so I like doing punch list jobs. I don't like doing painting. I don't do big jobs. I don't re-roof houses. I don't tile bathrooms. So when I post on social media, I post pictures that are relevant to what I like doing. Punch list item jobs. So like when I do a social media post, I'll say, hey, I replaced this faucet today. I installed this ceiling fan. I rebuilt this gate. And those are like, so that will attract clients that I want to work with because they know that that's what I do. I don't post things about doing painting. I don't post things about doing roofing. I don't post things about doing renovations because that's not stuff that I do. That's not stuff that I want people to think that that's what I do. So I hope that makes sense, but that's kind of how I view it, Let's see. So Richard Yako is from Akron, Ohio. So Michael Meadows, you guys should meet up. That's really great. Oh, great. Yeah. So Michael says, Richard, I have plenty of questions. You guys should chat for sure. You guys should, like, swap emails or something. That's great. I love it when people get to know each other. That's super awesome. Eric Hamill is in the house. What's up, man? Welcome. Any suggestions on invoice setup? Macho Lopez asks. Is there a good program? So for me, I use Joist. I use Joist app, and that seems to work pretty well for me. They have estimating and invoicing. They also have it where you can accept credit cards online, so it's pretty cool setup. Eric Campbell says, I love being a handyman. Dude, I love it as well. It's awesome. I love it. Love it. Mark says, hello all the way from Manila. Super inspired by your videos. Do other handymen feel territorial and see you as a competition? When you were just starting, did you feel bad when you got no calls? Dude, that's exciting, man. That's great that you're all the way from Manila. Dude, that's exciting. Thank you so much for reaching out to me. So to answer your first question, do other handymen feel territorial? I think they do. When I first started out my business, I made it a point to call the handyman in my area because I wanted to learn about what the market was like, what they were charging, what their turnover rate was, and things like that. And I called, I think, 10 different handymen in my area. Just left them a voicemail, let them know who I was. I wanted to start a handyman business, and only one guy called me back. Super great guy, and he gave me some great information that really made me want to get into this business. And I feel like even now when I come across handyman or contractors and they kind of hear what I do, sometimes they are a little bit territorial, and that's fine. I mean, that's cool, whatever they want to do. But for me, I'm like, let's just do it, because I'm confident in my skills, and I know what I could do, and so let's go out there and make some money. We can work together. That's cool, And do I feel bad when I get no calls? I haven't. So I've had really good luck advertising and marketing. I feel like that has gone really well for me, and I think it's really because of I've set up a really strong marketing funnel. So I haven't really had that issue. Let's see here. Liberty Signs says, same here with the retirement plan. Much of what you said is motivating me to do this type of work, working for myself and saving my own retirement. Liberty Signs, that is so great, man, because that's exactly what it's about. I mean, I want to be able to support myself, leave a legacy for my kids. I don't want to leave my kids with a bunch of debt that I accrued my whole life. I want to leave them with a financial wealth legacy to keep on keeping on. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Remus says, I usually go to the one on Sunrise or Power Inn Road since I'm closer to Rancho Cordova. Oh, that's great. Hey, Remus, I got a bunch of people that call me that live in Rancho. I don't do any work in Rancho anymore just because driving down Sunrise is horrible. And I would love to have you to refer to them. There's a guy in our Handyman Journey group that he's from Folsom, so I refer people to him. But I would love to refer people to you in Rancho. Again, email me, handymanjourney@gmail.com. Let's see. Anthony Rodriguez says, do you charge more for doing the things you don't enjoy? I typically don't do things I don't enjoy. That's the great thing about being a business owner is you can kind of pick and choose what you do. Not, I just said do. Oh, man. Okay, what are we in, like, 3rd grade here? So you can choose what you do and what you don't do. Yeah. So let's see here. Jerry Yennes says, me too, bro. I get a lot of bathroom remodelings. Let's see here. So Michael Meadows, Richard just sent you his email address. You guys should definitely connect. That is great. Yeah, so Wyatt's dad, I'm still live right now. This video is going to be still on the YouTube channel after this is done. But yeah, we're still live for sure. Oh, okay. It's not showing that. Okay, it wanted me to review that. It wouldn't let you post your email until I reviewed it, apparently. So Michael and Richard, you guys shared your emails. That's great. Scott Ellis says, how far are you willing to travel for work? Thanks, Alan. Typically, I travel about 20 miles. Justin Lucas says, great advice. I'm definitely going to push more of my favorite jobs. Yeah, Justin, I think that's something that has worked huge for me and has worked out great. I'm just going to stop here again real quick. Like this video real quick if you haven't already. Also, another thing I wanted to highlight really quick was I just started up a Patreon page. Last week, I mentioned this Patreon page, and some guys said, hey, can you start one for, like, you know, a little bit cheaper so that if we do ad blocking, then we could just sign up for that and not feel guilty about blocking your ads on YouTube. And you could definitely do that. I set that up. If you don't know what Patreon is, check out that link, www.patreon.com/honestlyhandyman. I have a video on that Patreon page that will tell you guys a little bit about what Patreon is and why it helps creators. Basically, it's you joining this mission, helping me to help other people start up their handyman business. So, again, I'm just going to put that up here while I talk real quick. That is the website for Patreon. I would appreciate it if you checked it out. It would mean a lot if you considered supporting me as well. That would be great. But I'm going to answer a few more questions here. So Jerry Yannis says, other handyman and contractors always hate. For sure, for sure. So let's see here. Let's get back to these comments here. Pete the Handyman says, plenty of work for everyone else. For sure. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to do painting, so there's plenty of work for someone else. You know, if someone wants to do painting around my area, that's super cool. I'll even refer you jobs. Like, I'll work with you. That's super cool. Christopher says, I remember in a video you saying you were a mechanic. Where did you learn your skills in the trades? Yes, Christopher, I was a mechanic. On automotive mechanic, I went to UTI, Universal Technical Institute. It doesn't stand for urinary tract infection. It stands for Universal Technical Institute. It was a great school, learned a lot about automotive technology there. That's kind of how I got my start. Wyatt's dad says, I just want to do honeydew lists. Dude, for sure, that's what I do as well. And it's really all about setting up your marketing around that so that you can focus directly on that. For sure, that's so true. Mark Miley says, what was your biggest take when you attended Danny Johnson's talk? When I attended Danny Johnson's First Steps to Success, the biggest thing for me the first time was really dealing with my own crap. I had a lot of anxiety before I started up this handyman business. I was afraid to do anything. I was afraid to make any kind of move because I was afraid of the negative outcomes that it would affect on myself and my family. This was so paralyzing. It kept me so just tied down where I couldn't even make a choice. And when I went to that event and dealt with that anxiety, man, so she says the root of all fear is a lack of forgiveness. And that's so true. Because you have to look back at the first time you feel that fear in your life. And you need to look at that, realize why are you feeling that fear? Who instilled that in you? And a lot of times these things come from our parents, even though they don't mean to or they don't try and impart this stuff on us, but they do instill a spirit of fear or a spirit of hate or whatever on us. And it's our choice to feel how we feel. No one else can make us feel anything. It's our own choice how we feel. So for me to feel anxious and have anxiety and fear in my life was my own choice. I needed to get over that. And that's the one thing that I took away from that Danny Johnson First Step Success event and totally blew my mind. Launched this whole business, launched my family. Oh, amazing. Okay, so I'm going to have to get going here, guys. I'm going to be taking a few more comments here, just catching up on them, but I'm going to have to get going for the evening. We've been going for about, almost an hour now. I got to get going. My wife just got back from Walmart. She was there with my daughter, so I'm going to have to be going, but I'm going to be answering a few more questions. I wanted to highlight that I do have a free ebook out for you guys, and you can get that free ebook. It's called The 4 Secrets to Handyman Business Success. That is at www.handymanjourney.com. I would appreciate if you guys check that out. Let me know what you think. I also have a bunch of other free content on handymanjourney.com that you could check out and get started in your business. So let's see here. Monkey Went Bananas moved out of CA in 1985. On opposite coasts now, CA politics are getting crazier by the year. Love the street name reference. Good memories. Yeah, dude, for sure. Yeah, good memories, good memories. But CA politics are crazy. I would agree with you there. I'd get out of here, but we got too much family here. Richard says, thanks, Handyman. Just switched last week to the Joyce app, and it has been awesome. That's great, bro. Is it bad to turn down jobs starting out? Quoted a plumbing job today. I don't want to do, but she's a teacher in my building, and I don't want a bad reference. So, Brian, I would say when you're first starting out, to not turn anything down, really, unless you, don't know how to do it. Be sure that you know how to do whatever you're doing, for sure. But I would say take everything, even if you hate it, when you first start out, just because you need to build up that repertoire. That's definitely something that you should do. WF Drum says, do you watch UFC? I do not. Chris Randall says, any other handyman located near Corona, California, Southern California? So if you are in Southern California, give a shout out here. Alex is from Hemet, California. Tom Pagan says, thinking about starting a handyman business in PA, part-time to start. PA requires to register as a contractor if you make more than $5,000 per year. Any thoughts or advice? PA requires that you register as a contractor if you make more than $5,000 per year. Yeah, so if you make more than $5,000 per year, then get your contractor's license if that's what they need. So I'm going to have to get going, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Again, if you haven't liked this video, go ahead and like it. Check me out on Patreon. I would definitely appreciate that. And don't forget to download the free ebook, 4 Steps to Success, on handymanjourney.com. But check out my Patreon page. I would definitely appreciate that, guys. And yeah, just go there, check it out. I got a free video that you guys could check out that explains exactly what Patreon is and how you could get started with that. So thank you all so much for watching. God bless you all, and I hope you guys have a fantastic evening. We will talk to you guys later, and new vlog is out this Friday, so be looking for that. And if you haven't checked out my other vlogs, check them out. I just posted one today. But anyways, thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate everyone's viewership and subscription to my channel. You all have a great one.